What's going on, guys? Welcome to We Want Picks, and I am your hostess with the mostest, the freckled salamander, but you can call me Jacob, and welcome to another edition of Lock of the Week for UFC Vegas 52. Before we get into this week's Lock of the Week for UFC Vegas 52, let's reflect on last week because, of course, surprise, surprise, we had another win. It was a big favorite this time with my boy Pat Sabatini, but I've got a little something for you guys. We have a member that was at the fights, and I told her that if you see Pat Sabatini, tell him what's up for me. Tell him I said hello. So she did. Shout out to Kay. I appreciate you doing this. Here's the clip of her letting Pat Sabatini know that I said hello as he's making his walk to the octagon. Check it out. So that was super cool to see. He looks directly at the camera like, who the hell is Jacob? But I think he knows now. He was Lock of the Week twice now. And speaking of, so let's look at the Lock of the Week standings. Since we refocused in late November, here's how it stacks up right now. And if you're new to Lock of the Week, what this is I simply predict every single week with 100% certainty. There is no doubt in my mind. I pick an underdog every single week that I feel is going to win. And as you'll see in just a second, we're doing pretty well. As we break down this list, you can see we started off with Pat Sabatini, the big win over Tucker Lutz. Then we have Ryan Hall, the 260 favorite over Derek Minner. I will always pick an underdog unless your name is Pat Sabatini or Ryan Hall. So you can see the list here. We won 4 in a row. A little backstep and then Sexy Mexy. William Knight, that's a draw because he missed weight by so much weight. I do these Lock of the Weeks on Tuesday. If somebody comes in on Friday and misses weight, I can't be held accountable for that. I did take the Kay Hansen loss, even though she missed weight, because I was still saying that she's my Lock of the Week. The Kay Hansen, Mickey Gall, and Mark Madsen were all UFC 273 fighters. I did a triple Lock of the Week. Turned out to be a little bit of a mistake, but we bounced back with Mark Madsen on that card, came back with Pat Sabatini, and this week I've got something real special for you. So this week for UFC Vegas 52, I honestly had a lot of options, man. I love so many underdogs on this card. I think I picked like 5 or 6 underdogs in our breakdown on Tuesday nights. You can watch those live with me and Angela. We do full card breakdowns, but let's get into the Lock of the Week. Is it going to be Clay Guida? Is it going to be Claudio Puellos? Maybe Amanda Lemos? Maybe Ike Villanueva? Could even be Landon Venata. But my Lock of the Week for UFC Vegas 52 is welcome to Lock of the Week, Mr. Jordan Wright, Beverly Hills Ninja, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, and this is one of those Lock of the Week guys where it's gonna look very good or very bad. This guy is going to flatline Mark Andrade, or he is going to get flatlined himself. But I just love the matchup for Jordan Wright because in his losses, it's against really powerful punchers, right? That's where he gets in trouble, when he's against the guy that can counter punch and knock his lights out. And I know Mark Andrade is known as the power bar, but his power has not really translated to the UFC. And if you look at his last loss, that was less than 2 months ago. He got flatlined. And Angelo mentioned it in our breakdown. A lot of times when you get knocked out, you get 90-day mandatory medical suspensions. And somehow he's getting around those suspensions and is able to fight in this fight less than 2 months after getting knocked out. It's short notice. They had to make it a catch weight. It's at 190. But people are forgetting, I think, how good Jordan Wright is, how aggressive he is, how dynamic of a striker he is. I think he's going to really give Mark Andrade a lot of issues with this pressure. And what people don't realize is how good on the ground Jordan Wright is. I hope that maybe those couple knockout losses kind of wakes him up a little bit and says, you know what, maybe I don't strike as much in the pocket as I want to and use some of that grappling. He's not a very good wrestler, but the fight finds its way to the ground. He has very, very slick submissions. He's kind of like that Mickey Gall, where not really a wrestler, but in MMA jiu-jitsu, very, very slick, can find submissions. My hope is he comes out and maybe he comes across like he normally does, throwing bombs, gets the early knockout as he typically does, but I hope he kind of takes his time, feels it out, because I think he's a better striker than Marc-Andre. I think he's a better jiu-jitsu practitioner than Marc-Andre, and I really don't see where Marc-Andre wins this fight except for a weird flash knockout, which can obviously happen because we've seen it happen with Jordan Wright in the past. But I see Jordan Wright winning the striking. If it goes to the ground, I see him being able to win on the ground. Remember, this is short notice for Marc-Andre. Jordan Wright has been preparing for this fight, a different opponent, but I think he's going to be ready. And like I said, this is going to be one of those locker weeks where it's going to look very, very good or very, very bad. I'm willing to accept that. I love the matchup. I think Angelo picked him as well to win this fight. I can't believe he's the underdog in this matchup. It's kind of what have you done for me lately? Even though they both are coming off knockout losses, I like Jordan Wright in this matchup. He's going to be my lock of the week. I was really close to picking Clay Guida, but he's the favorite. I like him in that matchup. I also like Amanda Lemos. I like Lana Venata as well, but my lock of the week for UFC Vegas 52, Beverly Hills Ninja Jordan Wright. You guys can let me know in the comments if you agree. If you would disagree, that's fine. Like the video if you like the video. Go ahead and subscribe if you're new and you like the content. We do full card breakdowns every single Tuesday. We go live before the fights every Saturday. We do betting videos, everything, content out the ass. It's crazy how much content we put out. So make sure you subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching. Beverly Hills Ninja Jordan Wright, lock of the week. Peace.